Seth Ghost Bear. When you head to your mech, there is a letter waiting for you on your mech's cockpit seat. It's been a real long time since we've done one of these.
Yeah, it has. I will open it and read it.
A custom logoed mech seat cover is waiting underneath your seat.
Okay.
You'll notice it has the Billy Jim's free range ad campaign with Warpig monogrammed at headrest height. Seth, your leadership on the battlefield is admired. We understand you are a warrior of measured words. Please consider installing our gift prior to your next engagement. The Maric Expanse's Agricultural Board.
Sure. He'll take it and, probably put it in whichever mech he's going to use for this fight.
Okay.
And so, speaking of, the player, doesn't know who my opponent is yet, but Seth would, and so he would have Zuri reach out to them and see whether or not they want to fight him in the Warhammer or in the Timberwolf, depending on their level of technology.
By the way, I'm going to be changing this in season 2, the way researching opponents works. But your opponent reaches out to say that they would prefer to answer that question in the arena for maximum drama.
Okay. I'll bring both then.
Somewhere, the people who are responsible for checking the mechs before the match is dying right now. Also somewhere, there's definitely a stadium security mech team out there just going, we'll get them one day. Just keep an eye on that motherfucking Seth Ghost Bear, you know what I mean? All right, Sergeant, still that talk. We don't shoot first. So, is there anything else you'd like to do before your interview? Because you haven't done anything before your interview.
Yes, there is. I would like to go see Vimy Diamond Shark.
You would like to go see Vimy Diamond Shark?
Yes, I would.
Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Vimy Diamond Shark is available at the Diamond Shark Embassy.
Okay.
It is located in Cathay, an area of town for which you are not particularly well thought of.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm particularly well thought of anywhere, right? Other than
but
maybe
it's really bad there.
I see. Interesting that this is where the Diamond Sharks would choose to put their embassy.
Listen, man, I didn't make it up. It's on the record.
Yeah. Well, I like get a car and head over there to go see Vimy.
Okay.
Vimy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vimy, how should I describe this? Vimy is wearing a beret, a turtleneck, and a belt of a diamond shark eating sea fox belt buckle on his tight black pants. Standing going, No. Shoot the scene again. Again. He turns and says, Seth, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. May I have a moment of your time?
Of course.
So he step away from whatever he was doing before. I find myself in an interesting situation, Vimy. Should I get the opportunity, I would like to return to the home worlds to compete in a grand melee for a Kabrinsky blood name. The conundrum I have is that I will receive no support from Clan Ghost Bear, as I am no longer a member.
That's true. You are not a Ghost Bear, Seth of Clan Morgan.
And as such, I would have no tech team, no way of transporting my mechs, no way of repairing them once they are finished without assistance.
You would also have trouble eating and sleeping, I suspect.
Correct. I will require.
I should listen. He's smiling, and it's not a kind smile.
No.
It's the smile of a diamond shark, knowing that it's about to destroy some prey.
Yep.
What will you require, Seth of Clan Morgan?
Transport for a mech, supplies to repair it during the Grand Melee and the Blood Right trial, food, water, supplies, ammunition, armor.
I cannot say
fibers.
what education the Ghost Bears have given their mech warrior, Seth. But I think that Seth of Clan Morgan perhaps doesn't have nearly the funds needed to cover a year-long round trip and all of the attendant injuries that a grand melee followed by a full-length trial of Blood Right might involve.
That is why I am here, speaking with you.
With what do you bargain?
Do I, as a have any idea of what it might cost to send me back?
Hundreds of millions of C-bills, right?
Sure.
Like,
sure.
You have to pay. I mean, unless technically the clans will, if you can make it to any clan planet and they don't decide to kill you, right? They are technically required to transport you at their own speed back to the clan homeworlds to attend the trial of Blood Right.
So if I make it
They're nothing further than that. They will provide you a bunk, food, and that's it.
Yeah. So if I make it to any Clan Ghost Bear or Clan Wolf world, they'll probably transport me back. If I make it to Jade Falcon or Smoke Javelin,
Jade Falcons will probably challenge you to a trial of whatever you currently have on you.
Yeah.
And once you're there, that's when your problems really begin, right? Because you have to survive the Grand Melee. You have to live, eat, and repair there while also not dying.
Yeah.
And you have to hope that none of the other competitors do anything like shank you in the middle of the night, which is very unheard of, but only because the people who do get shanked never get heard from again.
Yeah.
So he smiles and says, I think it's outside the capability of funding for Seth of Clan Morgan. Although, if I were to receive that funding on your behalf, I would be honored to enter into a bargained contract to seal this deal and allow you round-trip passage and all of the necessities you need. But I doubt you can pull together the kind of expenses needed for such a journey. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a bond cord and says, there is another way.
Yes.
None would stand in the way of Seth Diamond Shark.
That is true.
I am an ambassador here. You could also receive such protections to allow you to return to this planet. And more importantly, we could use someone with the kind of influence to become a watch officer here. Why pretend at being clan when you can be clan again? Come now, enter a bargain with me. I will challenge you to a trial of possession for you, and all you need to do is step out of the circle of equals. I will take you as a bondsman. Everything you want will be yours, Seth. He holds out his left hand for you to shake.
I feel like he's a Disney villain at this point.
Listen, man, I was like, yeah, Omega Tanaga, the only person you trust on the whole planet is Vimy Diamond Shark. And everybody's like, ew, Omega's so bad. He's the worst. And I'm like, okay, ignore the part where he's literally the only one that Omega Tanaga trusts. It's Vimy. He's the real bad guy.
So I think Seth looks down at his hand. I will consider what you have offered, and I will return my answer to your batchall.
This is not a batchall. This is a bargain. And it ends when you walk out of this room. The next time we bargain, the terms will be much more vigorously negotiated in my favor.
I see.
Perhaps you have another prospect? Some other backer?
I have many ideas on where I could receive the funding for doing so. Some of which involve going to your competitors.
He starts to slowly withdraw his left hand and says, "Is that so?"
It is.
I think you will find that there are few who can compete with a diamond shark. There are many who believe that they can. But we are endurance itself.
I think you will find that the inner sphere is a larger sea than you are used to, Demi.
Perhaps. But you are a predator, surrounded by those who hate you. Still, no part of this bargain works out poorly for me. If you return with the money, then I have the money. There are many clan warriors, many clans who disdain material gain. But they lack so much understanding of how true governance works. He's fully withdrawn his left hand now and stuffed the bond cord into his pocket. Still standing there, smirking arrogantly at you. I've forgotten to do his accent the whole time as well.
So I think, Seth nods and says, well, if you hear from me again in the next few days, it will be in the form of a bajal.
Smiles.
Good luck, Vimy. And then Seth turns to leave.
Okay. He goes back to directing, this movie.
Sure. All right. So I think Seth's next move is to go talk to Nancy Morgan if she's still on planet.
Oh boy, Nancy Morgan.
Yep.
Oh boy, she is still on planet, my friend. But you know, she really doesn't want to see you. But she will.
She might think differently when she hears what I have to say.
She doesn't want to see you, but she will see you.
Mm-hmm. I assume she's at like some sort of fancy corporate hotel.
Yeah.
That like Celis has a stake in.
I mean, it doesn't have to. It's simply just. And I'm forgetting. Oh man, my brain is working so slow right now. It's embarrassing. What's really important is that she be seen places. So it's probably one of the fanciest hotels on the planet, right? It's not that Celis needs to have it; it's that everybody wants to be there.
Gotcha. Yeah.
She agrees to meet you. Oh, would it be in public or private? Because don't know whether she wants the prestige of being seen with you or the privacy of not being seen with you.
Sure. Yeah.
She will agree to meet with you publicly. And I'm saying this because if she meets with you privately and it gets found out, there could be some really weird rumors.
Yeah. And if we meet publicly, it's two people who hit it off at a wedding having lunch the next week or whatever.
Wedding. Okay. Don't get too far ahead of yourself.
Look, I understand that that's not what that conversation was about, but other people who are watching have no idea.
Okay. All right. So, she meets with you publicly, and she's already picked out like what you're both gonna eat. Like she's already ordered for both of you.
Okay.
It's like a fully vegetarian salad and like soup combination. No business drinks yet.
Sure.
She definitely doesn't want to be drunk around you. Seth, my brother, how wonderful to see you again. What is the nature of this particular meeting?
Pleasure to see you as well, Nancy. The nature of this meeting is business. I have things that you want. You have resources that I need.
And what is it you think that I want?
Warship specifications.
You're right. That is something that I want. Perhaps we should be having this meeting somewhere else, but let's just speak quietly, shall we?
Of course.
You told me you didn't know very much about such things.
I did tell you that. I told you that to protect my culture's advantage in that arena. I need a great deal of resources.
I see.
I won't bore you with the clan rituals and ceremonies that I wish to undertake. But to do so, I need to travel a great distance and have the resources to sustain myself and to treat any injuries.
And I'm sorry, where is it you're traveling again, and what are you doing?
be traveling deep into clan space and competing. Yes, go ahead.
No, please.
And I will be competing for a what my culture calls a blood name. What you in the inner sphere here know as a surname.
My understanding was that you already had the surname of Morgan. Not good enough for you anymore?
I am not a member of your bloodline.
I see.
I am a member of your clan. I have no claim on the Morgan name.
She says, I understand, but it's clear she doesn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. What would you have me do exactly?
I will need a dropship and enough supplies to last me for a year, and then enough supplies to rearm and refit a mech, specifically my Timberwolf, through at least 6 battles.
Oh, that's all.
Yes.
And what do we get?
In return, I'm willing to offer you the specifications of the York class destroyer and the Night Lord class battlecruiser.
All right, look. I can believe the York, right? But isn't Night Lord new as shit?
Nope.
Oh, 2932. Okay.
So, because there are specifically 2 ships, the Ursa Major and the Ursa Minor, that Seth has both served on, or well, not served on, but traveled upon.
Okay. When you say specifications, I'm looking for technical details in regards to power plant technology, distribution of the framework.
Well, what I can give you
Schematics.
now is a detailed sketch, we'll call it. If you approve and send me on this mission, I can get you the technical readout.
And this isn't treason.
He just doesn't say anything.
I would like you to roll for business.
Yeah, 2d6 plus
corporate. Yeah.
Which I'm gonna swap for entertainer.
All right, I'll allow it.
7.
You want that 7 to stand?
No, I don't think so. But I'm also afraid to re-roll.
You should be afraid to re-roll.
I'm gonna re-roll though.
Oh no.
7. So I guess the 7's gonna stand no matter what.
That's what happened. You tried to shrimp for a 9. I warned you. I warned you about those 9s, bro.
I mean, at least it wasn't worse.
At least it wasn't worse. I want more than this. More than just technical data on 2 jump ships.
Do you want me to steal one for you?
No. I want you to find a way. You are extremely irritating. You understand that, right? That people instinctively don't like you.
I do.
Okay, good. I'm glad we don't have to further this part of the conversation. What I need from you is that win or lose in whatever trials you have to go through, on your return trip, you will find a way to draw a Ghost Bear warship into a challenge trial versus Celesis assets. One that we will easily win. I need you to set up a situation that will be bargained poorly and done.
Very well.
Can you assure me that either you know someone that is easily manipulated, or that you can arrange for this to happen? I know that your people are very easy to deceive. I've seen the reports on the Genyosha and the ghost regiments. We would perform a maneuver like that, hiding our assets behind new names, new designations. Aerospace wings meant to seem as if they are new and weak. Dropships that are up-armored and over-weaponed.
You would have to come above the truce line, but I think I could engineer a situation like that.
Let me talk to my board of directors. I'll see what we can do.
Very well. Have a nice lunch.
As you're leaving, she's got out probably like a first generation Diamond Shark computer tablet through which she's inputting a ton of numbers into a spreadsheet and doing the math needed to figure out what it's going to cost to get you there and back again, plus a little extra.
It's probably going to cost him more to try and fight a clan warship than it is to send me to the clan homeworlds and back.
Yeah, but the idea of directly getting, you know, either salvage of a warship or a warship is too attractive of an offer for Celasis and the Free Worlds League military to back down on.
Sure. Sure.
Old traitory Seth, that's what they called him.
Look, I mean, the only thing I'm doing really here is facilitating a batch all, which they could technically do themselves if they were could assure the opposite clan number that they were honorable.
Yeah, but she wants you to set up a non-honorable batch all.
So, but that's the thing. It's like you can manipulate whoever's on the other side if you know them well enough, right?
That's why she's getting you.
Yeah, and that's why you need me, is because I'm the guy who's like, oh yeah, this captain, he's a fucking idiot.
All right. Anything else? Now that you've sold your soul to Celasis?
Yeah. Nope, I'm good. Ready for my interview.
Oh man. I can't wait for the board of directors. Just have one guy putting out his cigarette and going, so I guess we've got a pet ghost bear now, and then everybody laughs like, hey. I like the one guy who actually understands what's happening here is just like, oh my god, these people are fucking idiots. We're putting our head in the lion's mouth.
Yeah. Oh man, like this could so this is this canon's version of the Red Corsair instance.
Yes. Yep. Except it's the inner sphere that's Red Corsairing the clans.
Yeah. So
what do you mean? This canon? I stay incredibly close to canon, but that doesn't mean incidents like this don't stay under the radar, never talked about.
That's true, yeah.
Tell me again, what did happen to the Wolverines and the Minnesota tribe? Does anyone know?
Nobody
knows. Anyone know? No. Definitely not the Ghost Bears, that's for sure. Not them.
Nope. I would also like to research.
Yeah, your opponent?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
That's a 6, so I believe I gain a point of stress.
How can you be manipulated? Never mind. I already know how you can be manipulated for this one. Your opponent was planning to do it in the first place.
Okay. But I would like to know what their battle mech is.
Ah, very well. You see, your opponent is quite unique today.
Mhm.
They are Principes Fulgentius Augur of the
Okay.
Marian Hegemony Armed Forces, Legio 2.
Okay.
And he is a pilot of one of the few homegrown battle mechs that they make, Thunderbolt 7M.
Very nice.
So you're going to look at the LRM launcher, 3 medium lasers, Streak SRM2, ER large laser, and 2 machine guns. On a heavy mech that moves like it's a light assault with the armor of a medium. Look, when you want to cosplay as Roman slavers, right? You know, you maybe don't get the best battle mechs.
I mean, he's pretty well armored. That's basically the same armor that I have. 24 on the sides and 30 in the center for a heavy mech. That's pretty good.
Okay, all right. Maybe.
A medium would be like 18 on the sides, or like 18 in the center and 15 on the sides.
Shit talking my hunchbacks, bro. Straight 20s everywhere.
Yeah, wow, not the 2C.
I didn't say the 2C.
Sure.
I already know everybody's shit talking the 2C. Pondo will just magically appear in this call real quick.
Yeah. Okay. So I had my interview with William.
On your way to the interview, outside of the DBC building, there are numerous chariots drawn by, what are those? Clydesdale? Is that what the name of the big ass super horses are?
Or like Percherons.
Yeah. And a guy dressed in what can only be Roman Empire cosplay, except it appears to be a fully functional military uniform. There are numerous people who are clearly slaves that are attending him, including someone who seems to be a translator sitting next to him. And the translator begins translating his words as he speaks in
Latin.
what passes for year 3052 Latin, which I assume sounds nothing like Latin.
Yeah.
Seth of Clan Morgan, Princeps Fulgentius Augur lends you greetings, and, knowing of your honor, wishes to enter into a bargain with you. If you were to withhold your clan technology in the upcoming match, he would be honored to, if he wins, offer you a place in Legio 2 underneath his maniple, as a plebeian, to serve. Should you win, he will offer you these 10 slaves to become your bondsmen.
I look at these 10 slaves being these 10 slaves here.
Yes.
I look them over.
All right. They look kind of like regular people wearing pocket protectors and flannel shirts. Maybe they're computer programmers or accountants. Or people that work at Home Depot. They could be literally anyone. They don't appear to be malnourished, but they don't appear to be warriors or super buff or anything like that.
Okay. So let me understand the stakes of this agreement. If I lose, I become a soldier in his army.
Correct, but as you enter as a plebeian, you will be a free citizen. You just won't have any voting rights.
Right. And if I win,
you get 10 slaves.
These 10 people.
Yep.
Okay.
Totally normal pre-battle bargain on Solaris.
Sure.
Look, Glimo was like, I thought that this show was just going to be about gladiators in the arena. where did all the storyline come from? And I'm like, bro, I haven't even started yet.
So I look at the translator and say, tell him I accept.
Fulgentius nods very regally and holds up a hand very high and gives a thumbs up, and like everyone in the local area begins cheering. Obviously they seem to be well-paid flunkies of whatever media company he has running his propaganda. The slaves all look very like, oh, yay. Oh, what a glorious battle. Fulgentus gets onto one of the chariots and begins riding through the streets of Solaris and gets stopped up behind a hover taxi.
Fucking Romans.
A chain of other chariots begin to ride up behind him as well.
Jesus.
Mario and Hegemony. So good. I've been waiting to introduce these guys for a while.
Just
like I really wanted to introduce the Arthurian Knight, and then Glimo killed him in round 1 after the dude was like, please, whatever you do, don't kill me in round 1. Please, please don't do that.
Yeah.
So you'll be using your Warhammer for this particular match then?
Yep.
All right, good. That's a much easier bargain for him than trying to fight your Timberwolf.
Yeah.
You sit down across from William, who goes, Seth, thank you for joining me. Can you tell me what just happened outside the studios? There has been some confusion among our interns.
My opponent, the Principes, entered into a batch-all with me.
A batch-all? What are the terms of this batch-all?
So in return for not piloting my Warhammer today, or not piloting my Timberwolf today, if he wins, I gain a posting in his military legions as a free citizen, and should I win, I will take 10 of his slaves as bondsmen into Clan Morgan.
Is that legal?
On Solaris it is.
Seth Ghost Bear. He just says towards the camera. He's talking to the audience. He's just like, oh. Seth, there's a lot going on recently. We've spoken to the media department of Apex Dragons, and they have asked us not to ask you any questions about what analysts are calling the kerfuffle at Karbala.
I see.
To honor that understanding, I am not going to ask you any questions about that situation.
Very well.
Are there any statements you'd like to make in general, as you are a very statement-making person?
I don't believe so, William, no.
Seth, how have you been finding your time on Solaris? You've come a long way since fighting Sergei Wolf.
I have. This has been a eye-opening experience. I've learned much about the Inner Sphere in my time here. Some of it has changed me, some of it has not. But I do believe I have a better understanding of the citizens of the Inner Sphere, of the citizens here on Solaris, those who watch the games and those who compete in them. All in all, I would say it has been a positive experience so far, William.
You have an upcoming match with Omega Tanaka tomorrow. Tell me about that. Would you say your head is in the game, or are you already fighting tomorrow's battles today?
I never looked past my next opponent.
So you're not even thinking about Omega Tanaka?
Not yet.
Star Captain Omega Tanaka. He doesn't want to die.
Not yet. I have to focus on my opponent today so that I might fight tomorrow.
And how are you feeling about your match today versus the Principes?
Well, I will be piloting my Warhammer 7A. He is in a comparable machine, the Thunderbolt 7M. The battlefield is it favors neither side. It provides an interesting opportunity depending on placement.
Very well. Seth, do you have anything else you want to add?
Not at this time, William. Thank you.
Very well. Okay. Tell me about your intro onto the battlefield. I want to save this for a second.
Yeah. I've been in a bunch of non-intro fights recently, so I don't.
Oh, you forgot how to do introductions, huh?
No. I still have my old Clan Ghost Bear introduction with all the horns and drums and axe throwing, but I haven't really given much thought to a Clan Morgan introduction. But I feel like it would involve pyrotechnics, he kind of cribs off of Kyle's intro a little bit without the skydiving. So it's like, pyrotechnics, some not what is it that Kyle plays? Is it it's a
Darude Sandstorm.
Yeah. So it's not Sandstorm, but it is like it's like a remixed version of the music he used to play, updated into like synthwave, right? So he runs the mech onto the battlefield, like the one-shot pyrotechnics explode off of the back of it, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Do you know who Augur is?
I don't believe so. No.
The Shark Girl VTuber?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not know who that is.
Someone just sent me a message saying Guard Diamond Shark needs to be a thing in season 2, and I want you to understand that I had to control my need to projectile vomit at the disgust I felt in that moment.
Oh man.
All right, so I want you to imagine a pelican pulled by numerous slaves, all of whom are dressed in loose togas, and a man, Principe Fulgentius Augur, seated on top of it, waving as his media advertising company's peons throw roses before him from the stands. And he, greets people in pure Latin as his translator by his side does all of the work. The Thunderbolt comes out, and we get a look at what exactly a Thunderbolt looks like. But the headpiece has been replaced by like a Roman helmet, complete with like the mohawk thingy.
Yeah.
It's very Amos Everett in the fact that it's a constructed extra piece that will be blown off immediately in combat, and it's probably actually technically a hazard.
Very, very Cosmo-ish as well.
Yeah.
Cosmo likes doing that shit to his mechs.
He appears to just be giving an interview in rapid fire pure Latin with someone who works for a media company friendly with him. And then gets to his mech and gives you before grabbing the rope and riding it up. At first you think maybe the rope is powered by, like an electrical pulley system or something, but it's actually just a group of slaves on the other side of the mech hauling back around on the rope, pulling him up.
Oh man. Okay. Yep.
Look, life in the Marian hegemony is real tough. It's real tough, buddy.
Yep.
And it gets even worse when you're at the top because everyone wants to assassinate you and become the new Caesar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
What
Marian
dice should I
hegemony, one
even
of
use?
yeah, I don't know, man. Are there any periphery dice?
What is this dice over here? What is this?
That is the Duchy of Andurian dice for Hillbilly.
All right, yeah, I won't use those as much as I want to. I'll tell you what, I'm going to use somebody who's just as bad as the Marian hegemony, some Smoke Jaguar die. Gotta use them before they, go extinct.
That's gonna be rough for them.
10.
11.
Okay, you get to pick.
Um,
Tall or wide?
I think we'll go wide.
Okay.
And I'll come in on the left side here.
You mean the western gate?
The western gate.
Very well. He deploys from the eastern gate.
Okay.
This is where he's at.
All right. Uh, 11 again for me.
5. 1, 2, 3, 6, 5 spaces for a red 2. And I'm standing by.
6. 5 spaces for a red 2.
I think it's fair to say you probably can't see each other.
Correct.
Given the heavy woods here.
Uh, 9.
11.
All right. I will go first. 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you enter view, he salutes with his mech's right arm.
Mm-hmm. I have 13.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I counted.
All right. What's your defensive modifier?
2.
Okay. 2 ERPPCs. I am now a 2-3 pilot. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for short or medium range. -3 from SPAs is 4. First one hits. 10 damage left arm. Ooh, second one does not hit. Misses.
Whoa, what's it like being so owned?
The rare 3.
A rough battle for you, buddy. Alright, he's going ER large laser and LRM 15. Both of them are hitting at medium range. No. Also no. Okay. So yeah, you go around the corner. We fire off a PPC blast that hits him. He fires back with a large laser and a packet of missiles, but they go sailing past you and slam into the trees behind you. Not a good opening exchange for him.
Nope.
He begins swearing in Latin. There's a lot of my dick this and my dick that, and I peed on this wall. 10.
13.
Doesn't matter how hot these fucking Smoke Jaguar dice are. Rocked. Retreating into the woods, Seth?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
6. Oh, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's heavy woods.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. It's 2. Okay. And I believe he cannot see me,
That's correct.
but I can see him. So it's a walk of nothing. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. Okay. So I'm going to fire 2 ERPPCs. And the SRM-6. So I'm 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the trees. 9 for the distance for the PVCs. -3 is 6. So I'm 6s and then 9s for, or no, 6s and, because that's long range for the SRM. So 6s. I think the SRM cannot hit, so I won't fire it. So we're just going 2 PPCs, I guess, then. Looking for 6s. Got the first one. That is left leg for 10. Second one, right arm for 10. And that's a piloting skill check.
He opens video communication with you and says, Timedi, carete sonore, ubi est brigand, ego tu quae habes, ay, ya, ya.
I have no idea what he just said, so.
I mean, you definitely heard the word Zellbriggen in there.
I did hear the word Zellbriggen in there.
Believe you may know that intentionally moving to break line of sight is against the rules of Zellbriggen.
I did not break line of sight. I still have line of sight on him. He's just an idiot who stood out in the open. It does not require you to fight like an idiot. Much to everyone's who hates the clan's chagrin, it says nowhere in there that you have to be a dumbass.
That is, that is what a warden interpretation of Zellbriggen. No one's asking you to fight like a dumbass. It's just not to run into the trees, I suppose. You've upset this man.
I understand.
You stay standing.
Yeah.
I would like to hear from the clanners in the audience.
I am the clanners in the audience.
You're not the only clanner in the audience, for sure. Listen, sure. I know for a fact that there's at least 4 people who go around screaming, I am Jade Falcon to each other. So, I am Jade Falcon.
That's an 11 for me. Oh, wow. Did you get boxcars?
Yes, I did. Get wrecked.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
These Smoke Jaguar dice are hot. Unlike the Smoke Jaguars.
So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And stick in those heavy woods.
A very angry Italian Roman man approaches you at high speeds. Go ahead, take a shot.
Just gonna do some heat math real quick. So that's 30. That's spicy. That's spicy. So that'd be 36. Okay, so I'm going to fire the ERPPCs, 2 medium lasers, and the SRM-6.
Okay.
So I'm 2, 3 for walk, 5 for his defense. Everything is at short range. So I'm looking for 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm looking for 2s on the ERPPCs and 4s on everything else. Because of Bloodstalker. ERPPC number 1 hits. That is 10 damage right torso. Number 2 also hits. 10 damage center torso.
Okay.
Medium laser number 1. Looking for 4s. That hits 5 damage center torso.
Okay.
Medium laser number 2. Also hits. That is 5 damage left leg.
Got it.
SRM-6 hits with all 6 missiles. First 2 go into the right leg. Second missile also goes right leg. Third missile goes left leg.
Yep.
Fourth missile goes right arm. Fifth missile is through armor, center torso, but no crit.
Sure.
And then the last missile is left torso for 2.
Okay. He passes his PSR.
Okay.
He's firing Alpha Strike minus LRM 15 in the order of ER large, 3 medium lasers, Streetcar SRM 2, 2 machine guns.
Okay.
He's aiming for 7s except the machine gun, which is 11s. Center torso, ER large laser. Left arm, medium laser. Head, medium laser.
Okay. I'll battle drill for it.
Okay. So you still take the damage, you just don't take the head.
The head hit. Yep, I gotcha.
You have to spend the glory as well.
Yep. I'm down to 8 now.
Last medium laser is also a hit in the right torso. SRM is a hit. 7 on a 2-pack is...
They're streaks, so both hit.
Oh, they both hit. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Left arm.
Yep.
And center torso.
Got
Machine
it.
gun 1 misses. Machine gun 2 also misses. But yeah, I mean, for once he lights you up.
Yeah. And that is enough for a piloting skill test on my part. Which I make. And I get a little spicy.
Good, good. He gets a 5. You're right, 9 is a little spicy.
I got a 6.
Yeah, he just doesn't move.
Okay. I will also not move then.
Great, let's do a side pack together, bro. Same blast from him, no LRM 15. Looking at 2, 3, 4. And 8s for the machine guns. Large laser, ER large right arm.
Got it.
Medium laser 1 misses. Or 2 hits left torso. 3 center torso. Streak hits center torso for the first one. Right leg for the second one. Machine gun 1 hits center torso. Machine gun 2 misses.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 16. Yeah, okay, so that's a piloting check for me. But in return, how's he looking? Not great, not great. Where's that ER large laser? It's right on. Okay. I am just going to do ERPPCs. So that is 2.
Go spare. Need a little bit of time to cool off.
A little bit. So that's 2. He has no defensive modifier. They're at short range, but I'm hot. So that's 3.
It's questionable. I would say Seth is like a 6.5, maybe a 7.
Wow. Okay. But I do have a +1 to fire, so. But I think my SPAs negate most of it, so just not double ones. And there they are. I spent so long in the mercenary mission and here going, just not a 2. Just not a 2. The first time I say just not double ones. There they are. Second one will hit though, and that is left torso, which sucks. That's his most armored location. Unfortunate. I passed my piloting check though.
Okay. Dude, I don't even have to make one this round. So.
Yeah. And I bleed 2 heat, so.
6.
9.
Okay. He remains standing still.
Okay. With my heat, I can't. I also remain standing still because with that movement penalty from heat, it's yeah, I can't get anywhere right now that would be advantageous to me, other than staying in the heavy woods for that +2.
Sure. Same blast as normal.
All right.
Left leg, ER large laser.
Got it.
Medium laser 1, left torso.
Got it.
2 misses, but I'm going to use lucky to re-roll it.
Okay.
The target location is going to be a 4. Yeah, it's okay. So it hits in the right arm. Number 3 also hits in the right arm. Streaks. Hit. First one left leg. Second one left leg. Machine gun misses. Machine gun misses.
Okay.
You want to talk shit about him looking a little wrecked?
Nope. I know. I didn't say a word.
Gonna lose some PPCs up in here.
I gotta do some math here real quick though. 6, 10, 13, 15.
Is this gonna be your version of Cosmos tank battle? Like, you just get outdiced by him and
No.
Dude ends up winning, and all of a sudden you're being shipped off to the front lines of the Marian hegemony.
So I'm gonna fire.
Well, for the folks at home, while he's figuring that out, I got goat stew cooking for the next 24 hours in my Innova sous vide. I'm looking forward to that shit. It's going to be delicious. You know how hard it is to find goat in the United States? Forget about it. Especially from a halal butcher. I don't know if I should keep going on about this goat. Spoon.
I'm gonna fire everything but my ERP PCs.
Okay. What a fucking reversal.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna start with 6 medium lasers. Or I'm sorry,
Six?
four medium lasers.
Yeah,
4 medium lasers.
What is this? What is this 6 mean? What are you fucking Ludeman now? You
wrong Warhammer variant. So four medium lasers, 2 small pulse lasers, and then the SRM6. So everything is at short range. I'm a 2. There's no defensive
pulse lasers, though, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, the pulse lasers are not at short range. They are at long range. So medium lasers are 2. That's it. Same for the SRM. The pulse lasers, though, are 2 plus 4, which is 6, but minus 2 from being pulse. So 3s. Pulse lasers are 3s. So we're going to do medium lasers first, pulse lasers at 3s, and then SRMs. So first medium laser. Hits. That's right torso for 5.
Okay.
Second medium laser also hits right torso for 5. Any internal there yet?
Nope, I still got 4 armor left.
Okay. This is third medium laser. Hits right torso for 5.
That is internal.
No crit. Fourth medium laser. Hits right arm for 5.
Okay.
Pulse laser number 1. Hits right torso for 3.
Internal.
No crit. Second pulse laser.
How do I keep getting away with it?
Also hits right torso for 3. No crit.
Unbelievable. I'm so good at this game.
And then SRM6 hits with 6 missiles because of the +4 from Artemis. Or I'm sorry, the +2 from Artemis makes that into 11, which means all missiles hit. First 2 go center torso.
Sure.
Second missile, left torso for 2.
Sure.
Third missile, right torso, 2 crits.
Come on over and roll that.
This is right torso look. Okay, I'm gonna need both dice. Two is a double heat sink. One is a double heat sink. So he's gonna build some heat this round. Well, maybe not.
Not even close. He doesn't fire the LRM-15.
Yeah, that's true. He is 1 short of building heat this round. So that was the third.
What?
Well, if I get like a through armor torso engine hit or blow up another heat sink.
Okay, so your plan is to count on him taking a horrifying critical. All right,
no.
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Third missile goes right arm for 2.
Sure.
Fourth missile goes left arm for 2.
Yep.
Fifth missile goes right torso, 1 crit. to 4 is a double heat sink. He builds 1 point of heat.
No, you're still wrong.
Oh, did I already blow that one up? No.
No, but he's not firing the LRM.
Oh, that's right. It was they were two on the same.
Said
They were
he's not firing the
I'm
LRM.
sorry. Yeah. They were two on the same heat sink, and I thought they were different heat sinks.
Yes.
And then the last missile.
The inner sphere triple double heat sinks. There we go.
Yeah. Last missile goes left leg.
Okay.
And he's got a piloting check to make.
Sure.
I'm good on mine with an 11.
He's good on his with the 6.
And I dissipate all of my heat.
7.
9.
Okay. He remains standing still.
Okay. Take another shot from it. Yeah, I also remain standing still.
Okay. He alpha strikes minus the LRM again.
Yep.
Center torso ER large.
Okay.
Medium laser 1 right leg. Medium laser 2 left torso. Medium laser 3 left leg. SRM system hits. First one is right leg. Right torso. Center torso for a machine gun hit.
Those are 2 damage, right?
Yes, and a head hit with the machine gun.
Okay.
You're feeling this one this time, my friend.
Yep. I'll take that head damage.
Roll for consciousness check. What's the phrase you say again? Not double ones?
Yep, not double ones. I'm good.
You have to say it before the roll to curse yourself.
Correct. Which is why I rolled real quick. I don't believe that is a piloting check for me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so how much heat can I build? I can build 13. Okay, so I'm gonna do everything I just did plus an ERPPC.
Yep.
So we'll start with the ERPPC. That hits left arm for 10. No crit if it's internal.
It is internal. 7. No crit is quite good.
Yep. Is that his gun arm? No, it's just machine guns.
Machine gun just shot you in the head.
That's true. Yeah, so actually, no, that wouldn't have changed the RPPC, but it does change. It does change. Oh yeah, that's right. It's this round. All right. First medium laser. That hits. Right leg for 5.
Okay. Practically untouched.
Yeah. Second medium laser hits right arm for 5. No crit if that's internal.
Internal for 4.
No crit. Third medium laser hits center torso for 5. No crit if that's internal, which I don't think it is.
It's not.
Last medium laser hits right torso, no crit.
That blows the right torso out. And 1 point of damage. Right arm goes off.
We'll also need to check for the crit on the...
Sure, go ahead.
All right, we need to see if it... no crit for the ammo explosion.
Perfect.
All right, so that was the last medium laser. So now we're going to do pulse lasers, needing a 3. First pulse laser hits, right leg for 3.
Okay.
Second pulse laser also hits right torso, which is center torso for 3.
Okay.
Now with SRM 6. That will hit with a +2. That makes it a 9. That gives me 5 missiles. First missile goes left leg.
Yep.
Second missile goes left arm.
That's internal.
1 crit. Does it need 2? Yes. 3/3 is the lower arm actuator, so his machine guns get harder to shoot. That was the second missile, so third missile goes right leg for 2. Fourth missile goes left arm for 2.
That blows the left arm off.
Okay, and then the last missile goes right torso, which is center torso.
Now with 0 armor.
Okay.
Okay, needs to make a PSR.
Yeah, and I think
He makes it.
let me make my PSR first. Okay, yeah, I also make it. I flip open comms and private communication and say, if you surrender, I will accept.
Nola fide inter nos. And he closes communications.
All right. Am I correct that the only weapons that he has remaining are medium lasers?
Correct? Correct.
Okay. All right. 8 for me.
7.
Is C stand still again?
Yep.
Okay. I also stand still. He lets me have it with 3 medium lasers.
You laugh. Yeah, I hear you laugh.
Yeah, no, I mean that there is amusement in my voice. That is true.
Right torso for medium laser blast.
Right.
I'll be laughing less if it gets through your center torso.
Yeah.
No. And left torso for 5.
Okay.
You are up.
Okay.
Don't forget your head hit.
I also built just 5. Yep. Okay, so I will fire basically the same salvo that I just did, but at a +1 because I'm a 3 now. Okay, so 3 short range, no defense. So looking for it's still 2s on the ERPPC medium lasers and SRM6, but it is now 4s for the pulse lasers. ERPPC hits right arm for 10, which it goes down to center torso. No crit if it goes internal.
It is internal.
First medium laser hits left torso for 5. I think he still has armor there.
It does.
Second medium laser hits center torso for 5, no crit.
Okay.
Third medium laser hits center torso, 3 crits.
He has 1 point of internal there.
So first crit, 1/5 is gyro. 6/6 is roll again. 5-3 is a fusion engine. And then 2-1 is a fusion engine.
Means nothing to him.
Yep. Yeah, because he's got plenty of heat sinks for those medium lasers. 4th medium laser hits center torso 2 hits.
Yep.
Yeah, and he that cores him.
He ejects using edge as his mech explodes around him. As he goes down, chariots begin riding out, surrounding the battlefield, although, of course, because the battlefield is like 2 kilometers wide, you know, like the groups of chariots take a really long time to arrive on your side of the battlefield and begin offloading their cargo.
Through the bog.
Yeah, no, it's outside of the battlefield.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Normal people
Gotcha.
place. Normal people place.
Gotcha.
And begin offloading your new slaves, complete with certificate of ownership and authenticity.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Seth turns and marches his warhammer off the field without acknowledging his opponent, because this dude's kind of a douchebag.
Yeah, he's the douchebag. Sure.
So he goes over to the 10 new bondsmen for Clan Morgan. He has 10 he acquires 10 bond cords.
Yeah. What do the Morgan clan bond cords look like? A brick made of money?
I mean, they're just regular bond cords, except for the colors are purple, white, and gold, I think.
Okay. Isn't that Word of Blake?
Is it? I mean, it's basically Free Worlds League, right?
All right.
Or maybe like purple, silver, and gold. I don't know.
It's headcanon for me that Kyle is secretly a Blakist.
Secretly a Blakist.
John's gonna roll around and he's gonna be like, "What's up, guys?"
And so he will speak to these 10 people and say, "You are no longer slaves. You are bondsmen of Clan Morgan. I will be sitting down with each of you to determine what your professions are, what your skills are."
One guy raises a hand and says, "I'm an actuarian."
Oh, okay. Excellent. Again, I will be interviewing you to learn what your skills are and how you can best serve in Clan Morgan, but you will be taken care of. You will be paid for your work.
So the same guy speaks up. Everybody else around him is like, "Oh my God, we're all gonna die." And he's just like, real quick, I just wanted to talk about our employment status, healthcare, dental, time off.
Very well. I am not the person to be having that discussion with. You will want to talk to Star Commander Kyle Morgan.
Okay. When can we do that?
As soon as he learns of your existence and has some free time to meet with you.
Okay. Now, do we have like any rights involving lawyers at any point in this, or will one be provided by you for us?
What exactly do you need a lawyer for?
Oh, employment contracts. Of course.
Contract negotiations. I am sure that if you are able to provide a lawyer for yourself, you may do so. If one cannot be provided, or if you cannot provide one for yourself, I'm sure Ronin Industries would be more than happy to.
So do we work for Ronin Industries or do we work for Clan Morgan?
You work for Clan Morgan.
So what does Ronin Industries have to do with anything?
Kyle Morgan has a stake in Ronin Industries, and
so are we clansmen or are we Intersphere?
That is an excellent question.
You can see he's frowning and
Yeah,
like,
Seth
taking
doesn't
notes.
answer the
Everyone around him is like, "We're all gonna die, man! Shut the fuck up!"
And he hands them, or like puts a bond cord on each of them and says, "Report to the Apex Dragon."
Is this hemp?
No, it is not hemp.
Okay, good. I'm allergic to hemp.
Have an excellent day. And he turns and walks away from this dude.
Look, man, this guy's gonna be the one leading the slave rebellion. Okay.
I mean, they're not slaves anymore. Like, you know.
Oh, that right there is extremely questionable, given the way clan stratification works.
Well, so yeah, sure. Like, but also not exactly. Like no one.
If they were a diamond shark, they could vote on things. Sure.
No one is a slave in clan society. Not even bondsmen are slaves.
I'm sure that's what the warriors would like to tell them. Yeah.
No, like by definition, bondsmen are not slaves. Mm-hmm. Like they serve for a year or two, and then they are released into their caste. I mean, you sound skeptical, but that's what the entry says.
Mm-hmm. Sure, that entry was written by a clan lore master.
Sure, okay.
What do you think, boss? Should we put in here that they're slaves or they're not slaves? Why don't you go with not slaves, even though there isn't really a difference?
Okay, hold on. All right, okay. Well, you can believe that, sure. That there's not a slave. There's not a difference between. Oh yeah, you know what? Work for a year. And then you can go to back to whatever your regular life was versus for the rest of your life you do exactly what I tell you to when I tell you to, how I tell you to.
There are cases where someone is taken bondsman and then reduced in caste.
Okay.
From warrior to technician, say.
Sure. So you get demotion.
You might work for a year and then end up in a worse job where you have no say anymore and are no longer at the top end of society. You have no voting rights anymore. You basically don't get paid.
Yes, you do.
Kerensky work credits are not the same thing as getting paid. Plus, we can go over how the clan economy works.
We can debate the semantics of this all day. There is no inflation in the clan
economy because they don't print new money. There is only a limited amount of clan Kerensky work credits available. So as society grows larger and there are more people, they become less and less wealthy over time.
They're locked in an eternal cycle where
they can't move between castes. They cannot move between castes. It is the definition of a rigidly stratified society. It is slavery.
I disagree.
Give me... Well, you would, clan shrimp.
But we can debate the semantics of this imaginary culture all day, but let's carry on with the episode.
Do you attend your post-match interview?
I do.
Your post-match interview is just questions about slavery and the stratification of clan society.
Well, this is going to be a real deep episode then, I guess, because we're going to have a lot to talk about.
Seth, why don't you tell us what happened out there?
Well, William, this particular arena does not lend itself to mobile warfare, so I found a excellent firing position. My opponent decided that he would also stand and fight, and I was able to land more shots more accurately than he was. In the end, coring his machine.
What would you say to those who find your interpretation of Zelbringen's line of sight rules to be somewhat questionable?
Actually,
this update here from Star Captain Omega Tanaga.
I see. Well, my interpretation of Zelbringen is that I did not break line of sight. I maintained my line of sight on my opponent the entire time. He put himself in a position where he could not see me. So I did not violate the tenets of Zelbringen.
Now that you've defeated your current opponent, what are your thoughts about your new current opponent?
Well, my next match with Omega Tanaga will be in an arena of his choosing, despite the customary rituals of the Batchall being that the challenge gets to determine the field of battle. And I assume that Omega Tanaga will choose a battlefield to his advantage, given that his enhanced imaging tattoos. I can't imagine that I will have a easy time of it. He is a skilled warrior testing out at Star Captain, defeating 3 of his opponents in the blooding, which if you've watched Saya Jade Falcon's blooding, you understand how difficult that feat is. I do not plan on underestimating my opponent in my next match, as I believe that neither of us have any love for the other.
See. Is there anything you'd like to add, Seth Morgan? Anything you'd like to say to the people of Solaris, or anything you'd like to say about the status of these slaves that you've taken?
They are no longer slaves. They are bondsmen of Clan Morgan, and in time, when we, as they grow accustomed to our culture, they will be placed into the caste that they are most appropriate for.
Who makes that decision?
Their bond cord holder would. So that would be me. Any further questions?
Do you believe you're qualified to select the destinies of these 10 people?
I believe that I will have excellent advice when doing so. Not only from my compatriots, but also from the bondsmen themselves.
Very well. Okay, there isn't anything else. He let you go.
All right. So yeah, I think the first thing Seth does is calls Kyle. Is like, hey, I got 10 bondsmen for Clan Morgan. They're at the stable. Good luck.
Wow. Some might call this a dereliction of duty, but okay.
I mean, he's just transferring the responsibility to his superior officer.
Sure.
I totally forgot to guarantee victory, though. I was going to do that.
I went out of my way to allow you to do it, and you still
Yeah,
did.
I know. All right. So get 1 for participating in the match.
Yep.
So then I'm going to train with Brody,
Okay.
which loses me a stress. And then my hotel room ablates the stress I got from the head hit. Okay. Cool.
Is it cool?
It is. It is. I'm back down to no stress. Despite constantly researching my foes. And failing usually. Oh, but I do have 1 meat damage. All right. That's it for me. You got anything else?
Don't. I'm just finishing up the touches on Sergey Wolf's Timberwolf build. So it's for some reason they won't let me alter the walking MP or the
yeah, you cannot change the armor or engine of an Omni Mech.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Time to just make custom frames now. What is this bullshit?
Intersphere
superiority.
That's the drawback of using an Omni Mech, right? Is sure you can swap weapons out super easily. And like the pod space is usually pretty good, but you cannot alter the engine. You can't make them faster. You can't make them more or less heavily armored. So like your customization is limited to basically just weapons, jump jets, and heat sinks. So you gotta make it work in that confine. Which is why like some of the like the clan second line mechs like the Kodiak are like a lot of people are like, well, it's better because not only is it just a good mech in general, but you can then customize it more heavily.
Customize it my ass.
So
all right, you got any other tips or wisdoms for us, Big Spoon, for your big day tomorrow?
I do not.
Got a prediction for Omega Tanaga versus?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna fucking win, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be hard. And in fact, I may not win. I'm gonna say like in character that I'm gonna guarantee victory, but I may not be able to guarantee victory.
I wonder if Seth will have a different understanding on slavery as Omega Tanaga's bondsman when he spends the rest of the life as a low-ranking technician whose only assigned job is cleaning the ankles of Omnimex, getting in there and getting the grime out.
Oh man.
Okay, all right. I got his mech here ready then. Some of these Saya shrimps are sending me.
Yeah. But I mean, I will say, like, despite the pounding that the Warhammer took, it's only superficial damage, so it's only a 1 repair. The beauty of using a standard variant.
You didn't go internal on the head?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I got 2 points of armor left.
Well, it doesn't matter. No one needs to repair it.
Yeah.
They don't need to repair it because we're season ending. Your medical bills do need to be paid before tomorrow.
Yes. Yep. Which is one. I may end up doing that myself just in case nobody else, if nobody else sees this before my match, because it'll release tomorrow and then I'll be in my match tomorrow at 2.
Sure.
So
okay.
We'll see.
You think you can just pay for your own stuff? You didn't take the pledge like all the other gladiators to not spend money on themselves?
I was given specific instructions by my board of directors.
Oh yeah, that's right. Rad and Pitbull. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Go get something nice for yourself.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
They handed me a 20 and said, "Don't spend it all in one place."
I'm sorry if I was distracted during this match. There's a lot of people sending me messages and revisions for the I can't even think of it. The Solaris Nights Season 2 rules changes. So I was busy accepting incoming questions as to my rule changes. All right. I think we end the recording here and then we start recording for Fractal, right?
I thought we were going to take a break first.
Oh, sure. Yeah.